Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Assalamu alaikum, Sister Javeria.
Wa alaikum assalam wa
Assalamu alaikum, Sister Javeria.
Wa alaikum
Assalamu
assalam wa
alaikum.
rahmatullahi wa
Assalamu alaikum,
barakatuhu.
Sister Javeria.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ahlan wa sahlan. Marhaba bikum to the Sabiqun al-Awwalun. MashaAllah, coming in early. How is everybody doing?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So happy to see you all, mashallah. And is Azmina's brother going to take class today? Azmina? What's happening? Let's make sure we have
I don't know.
Okay, I am so proud of everybody doing the work so very well, mashallah, previously. And those who are here early, let's say this together. R-E-A-D. Awesome. So at this time, I have some reminders for us in Sister Javeria's classroom. Let's make sure that you are reading them. And I am waiting for the first person who's going to get to all the way to the end and do what is told to be done. All right. So I am going to help some of the friends in knowing what it is. But this is the time for self-check. It's time for us to make the most of our next few minutes together. And time is really precious, right? Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So time to self-check. Am I sitting? Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So let's make sure that am I ready with my Islamic studies book? Let me see if you guys have it. Alhamdulillah. Then I am going to make sure, is my workbook here? Alhamdulillah. Is my notebook here? Now friends, if I do not have a notebook, it's very, very important that I have some reading, some other place where we can write. Excellent, Bayan. Thank you for showing me, mashallah. Good job. It shows me that you're listening, you're following directions. All right. Now my camera needs to be turned on. So if I have to give reminder, that means that I have to maybe become better, even better. All right. So that I need reminders. Now after that, I need a smile on my face. Let me see some smiling friends here. Friends who are happy, not friends who are worried. So thank you, Lena, mashallah. That was a lot of charity there, alhamdulillah. And then the readers are reading. It says alhamdulillah on my tongue, so I can keep saying alhamdulillah while I am listening with my listening ears. And last but not the least, there is some to-do item for you, and that is you are typing alhamdulillah with your full name in the chat box. So let me see who is done with the self-check, and then they are marking their attendance. So that's going to be a protocol every time you're going to come in the classroom. And today in the hadith class, we even studied, you know what, you don't have to get these things during the class. I'm expecting that you have it prepared, right? So with your full name, good job, Lina C, mashallah. You wrote alhamdulillah, Lina C. That was excellent. Good job. So rest of us, we are either typing alhamdulillah or we are typing our name. So the instruction is then type your full name and alhamdulillah. Lena, this is not the time to eat, sweetie. So please put the food away. This is not the time for sibling time. So brothers, sisters have to leave. We have to be very focused in our classroom. And let's make sure we make the most of our time. All right. And the last instruction is write a thought of the day. Something which is on your mind in your Islamic studies notebook. So you can see it at the bottom. So every time you come in the classroom, I need to see something that you're writing as your thought of the day in your classroom. And then I will be discussing some reminders with some of us. Okay. So Azmina, I need you to be very focused. Okay. I need to see you writing in your notebook. So can I see your notebook, Erin? Your notebook is there, mashallah. Good job. Excellent. That's a workbook. I need your notebook. Okay, so I'm going to get the defense sheet on so that somebody's not clicking. Good job. Manha is already.
Are we supposed to write what we want to do?
that's what I'm saying, Azmina. We have to be very prepared for the class so you don't miss on the instructions, right? So when you went away to get your things, you will miss the instructions, okay? So if you read on the screen, you can see a thought of the day. Now, thought of the day could be a small word. It could be just saying smile. It could be a picture or a painting of something. Maybe you are learning how to bike. Maybe you want to write about sun. It could be anything that you want to share. So anybody has any thought of the day right now that they're writing? I see Danish, mashallah, is writing. Danish, you want to share? Danish, can you hear us? You want to share any thought of the day?
I had a very fun day.
Alhamdulillah. So you can always decorate the fun day as big in your notebook, right? And you can even write what made the day fun. What made the day fun?
My mom made brownies.
That's delicious. You can even draw brownies if you like. Alhamdulillah. So a thought of the day when you write. And Labis, I hope you are writing. Everybody else, I hope that your sister Humera is not here, but I hope all of you are following directions. Arib, I need to see you. And with that, and knowing that saying one time Alhamdulillah fills the scales, right? So let me see if everybody's writing on their notebook a thought of the day. And Alhamdulillah, I'm so proud of all the beautiful work done regarding Abdul Muttalib last time. So that was incredible. Alhamdulillah, mashallah. So everybody deserves a big pat on the back. Those whose work was in, mashallah, that was incredible. So I will wait for one more minute for you to finish your thought of the day. And then after 1 minute, you're showing me on the screen. You're showing me your notebooks on the screen. Zishan and Rayan, please keep your cameras on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Arib and Rayan, since you just joined, Zishan, I can't still see you. You have a checklist on the screen, and then you're typing your attendance to me in the chat box with your full name and Labaik, and I hope your materials are there. And the thought of the day you are going to show, you're going to lift your notebooks and show on the screen while I am noting down how you guys are doing right here with me. Okay, so Alhamdulillah. So we have 10 more seconds remaining. It could just be a word. It could just be a statement that you are typing, okay? All right. If anybody has a question, they can ask me. Zishan, where is your notebook?
My notebook. I don't know. I kept it, but I lost it.
Okay. You know this, you want to make your dear teachers happy or sad?
No, I want them happy, but
how can they be happy when we come to the class with materials?
I found. Well, I've only found one folder.
Let's make sure we have a paper. Good job. Aaron is ready. Go ahead, Aaron. You can say your thought.
My thoughts is, I had so much fun when I had so much fun. I want to show you one of my thoughts, Sister Javeli.
Zishan, it was not correct to interrupt, and especially when we are not ready, right? So please grab a piece of paper, Rishan, and be ready to write on it. Sorry, apologize, Erin, on that. Go ahead, Erin. Say it again.
I had so much fun in the weekend, and I went outside into to the park. There was a park in my backyard, and I had so much fun.
I love the details, Erin. That was incredible that you shared like what made you have fun, right? And the details were amazing.
I just made a Spider-Man eye. I made a Spider-Man eye too.
Alhamdulillah. So you can, every time when you're going to come in the classroom, you can write a thought of the day and it could be meaningful. Lena, please, that's not being honest if you're still going to do that. So please put that away. Okay. You know, my task here is not just to teach you. My task here to make you very special people, people who follow directions, people who know what to do at what time. Yes, Zishan, thank you for raising your hand.
Well, I wanted to uh,
Zishan, I
the
cannot listen until I see a pencil and a paper and your thought on that paper. I need to see that, right? This is our second semester. We are going to be third graders very soon. So let me see the work from everybody. So mashallah, I love the way how Aaron followed directions. He had his thought ready. Good job, Musab. Excellent. Your thought is ready. Good job, Danish. Excellent. Where is your notebook, Danish? What happened to your notebook? Okay, so don't rip it out from here. Your notebook can be your whole showpiece at the end. All right, excellent. So with that being said, let's move on. Let's hold on to the thoughts. Keep writing them in your notebooks. If you have any further thing, write it in your notebooks. We need to get ourselves protected right now by saying, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge with Allah from the cursed shaitan. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah. Danish, don't make your hand go, like tired. I really want us to make du'as, then we will have time to interact, okay? All right, Zishan, let me hear everybody say and get your defense shield on. It should be very strong defense shield, okay? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of
Bismillah.
Allah,
In
the
the name of
most gracious, the
the
most
most
merciful.
merciful,
Rabbi
Rabbi,
Zidni
Sidna,
ilma. Hand
Ilma.
straight.
Oh my Lord,
Rabbi
advance me in
Zidni
knowledge.
ilma. Rabbi Zidni ilma.
Rabbi,
Oh Allah, increase me in knowledge. Very good. Now I want everybody to be able to say this dua very clearly. Okay. And if you notice, there are three parts here. So they're all colored for you so that you can see them separately. Some of you are already writing them in your notebooks, and I'm so proud of that you're going to memorize this. Now, this dua is something that the Prophet ﷺ told us every morning we can make that. So it's three parts there. Yes, Lena, see? Lena, I think it got frozen or something. Okay, yes, Zishan?
so,
Lamis,
those
that was a good idea, Lamis, to do that in the classroom?
on
Okay,
new
one
part,
second, Zishan. Lamis, was that a good idea to do in the classroom? What do you think? Did you make a smart choice? Yes or no, Lamis? No, okay, so let's make sure that next time we don't do that, okay? All right, go ahead, Zishan.
so there's something on new part which is time to climb, and you can go through a quiz. Maybe you can do a quiz on the Prophet Noah.
Yes, we can do that. Definitely, we can do a lot of things, right? But what we are doing right now, I want you to focus on that, inshallah. And yes, definitely, that's a great idea. We can use that. Lena, go ahead. I asked you earlier also.
Could I read the dua?
Yes, you can read the dua, and I want everybody to put the fingers down, like put the pencils down right now. Use your hands, fingers to make sure that you're able to say that very correctly. So let me say it and then you can repeat it, okay? After I'm just done explaining. So Allahumma inni as'aluka. I saw a lot of people telling in the fifth grade that keep your hands as like a book and things like that. No, we do not keep it like a book. We keep it like straight like that, okay? So we want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to fill our hands. So a lot of information when we put it out, make sure that you're giving it in the right way. It has a reference and it is correct, okay? So hands straight, we can keep it to our shoulder level. We can ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, oh Allah, I ask you, Allahumma inni as'aluka. Give me thumbs up if you can see the screen. You can see the first part very well. Good. Alhamdulillah. And you can see this top part is there in most of the du'as. Allahumma, oh Allah, inni, I ask you. And Zishan and everybody else, you can be writing in your notebooks too later, not right now. Number one is ilman nafi'a, knowledge that is beneficial. Can you all make that sign? That Allah give me knowledge that benefits. right? Because some knowledge, you know what, like Shaitan, he had a lot of knowledge. He knew Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but he didn't use it for his benefit. And that is scary, right? So we want to use knowledge which is beneficial. Number two, rizqan tayyiba, provision that is good. Like even what you're eating, what you're wearing, the provision which is pure, sustenance which is pure. And number three, amalam mutaqabbala. Can we all say that at our places? Amalam mutaqabbala.
متقبلة.
Actions that get accepted. All right.
Sister Taberia,
So, yes, Farhan.
can I read the
No,
dua?
let's give Lena ask first. Let's her say it, then you can say it, inshallah. Okay? Go ahead, Lena.
اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا.
Okay, repeat one more time, Lena. If you need to fix few things here, go ahead.
اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا
ورزقا طيبا. Can you say that? رزقا طيبا.
ورزقا طيبا
Very good.
وعملا
وعملا, connect the lam with the meme. عملا متقبلا.
عملا متقبلا.
Okay, I see there's a mistake in the kasra here. I will fix it, inshallah. All right. So go ahead. You can go ahead, Farhan.
اللهم
Mhm.
إني أسألك عن عن عن
علم نافع
علم نافع ورزق طيب ورزق طيب وعمل متقبل
وعملا متقبلا. Mhm.
وعمل متقبل.
Very good, mashallah. And I see there was a haraka mistake, I think, in the place that I picked up. So let me see if I am able to fix that. And while you can always write it, now you can see it correctly. All right. Alhamdulillah. So I hope you can all make this dua. Now I'm going to share the thought that I have today for you guys. And every week when we meet, inshallah, let's have that. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to see where you guys are. Sorry about that. All right. Okay, I couldn't see the hands because I was trying to get that. Yes, Danish.
On Sunday, I made a masjid picture.
MashaAllah, that is so incredible. And you have it right there. That is so amazing. That's amazing. So that's a great thought. And you spend your time very well, alhamdulillah. On Saturday and Sunday, we were at Ilm Academy for the open house, right? And we met a lot of friends there, and it was so much good. Yes, Lena?
On on Sunday or Saturday, I got new toys and a new watch.
Alhamdulillah, Allah SWT give us the best of this world and the best of the hereafter. So you can always write about it and things in your notebook and ask Allah SWT for the best in the hereafter as well. All right. So Lamis, can I see your notebook? Did you write in your notebook, Lamis? And here is a thought. Good job, Bayan. Thank you for lifting that up. Very good. Awesome. Now, Lamis, are you okay? Can you unmute? Lamis, can you hear me? Okay, let us make dua. Allah SWT keep us all protected with strong defense shield, right? Because we're all making choices by our own self here. Now, the thought which is on my mind is that when you enter this classroom, it's about you, your name. All right, when you enter this classroom, you are scientists, you are explorers, you are important, you are loved, you are respected, you are a friend, and you are the reason we are here. So let me take that off, please. And let's make sure. Do you want me to call you right now? I'm not sure what to do because I need to add you to mute. Okay, so I don't see the.
Sister Javeria.
Now, you know what? Why we are here is for you. So at the end of the day, let's make sure like we make the most of our time together and grab what we can. Now, last week and we will discuss the story of Abdul Muttalib. And there's so many lessons, mashallah, you guys shared from the story of Abdul Muttalib. And anybody likes to share any one favorite that just stuck out to them and they
I want to
always
say
remembered it?
one.
Go ahead.
Well, I want to tell
Mm-hmm.
about the one where they found where Abdul Muttalib found the treasures, and then he also put them in Al Kaaba.
And how brave he was, right? And I really like how so many of you pointed out that he was so honest. Like when he pledged, he fulfilled the pledge, right? He didn't was not like, oh, I'm not going to sacrifice these 100 camels. He fulfilled the pledge, so that was really incredible, right? Alhamdulillah. Farhan, you have any other thing that you wanted to add?
I wanted to say something about Abdul Muttalib and what I did on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Abdul Muttalib,
Muttalib.
Abdul Muttalib,
Mm-hmm.
he even was the grandfather of the Prophet, and he he dug up the Zamzam and stuff to find the Zamzam.
Mm-hmm.
He when he found the Zamzam, it was still hard for him to get water,
Mm-hmm.
and because he only had one son, which was Abdullah,
Mm-hmm.
and then he wished he had 10 sons, and he said that if he had 10 sons to Allah, he would sacrifice one for Allah.
Right.
And so he got ready to sacrifice one son, and um, the one who was picked was Abdullah. Many people in the Quraysh tribe, loved Abdullah. They begged them not to sacrifice him.
Mm-hmm.
So they went to a wise woman and told her the problem, and she said, "Draw lots of how many camels."
Mm-hmm.
And then they did, and it became 100 camels.
Mm-hmm.
And then they told Abdul Muttalib, and Abdul Muttalib said, "I will not do this until this happens 3 more times." So, and it did happen 3 more times. So instead of Abdullah, um, Abdul Muttalib sacrificed
Mm-hmm.
Muttalib sacrificed 100 camels instead of Abdullah.
So isn't that an incredible story? Now,
Yeah,
when you guys share on the Fitbit, then some of the stories are picked up for the assembly as well. Now, in the sometimes you can use the opportunity to put in things here, and you can always listen to what your friends are saying, and you can share it. So I have some names here. Mm-hmm.
so Javelia,
Yes.
well, I want to tell you something.
Uh-huh.
I really like the part about the woman. The woman said they thought the woman was possessed by a jinn. They thought.
I see.
She
Okay.
and she's now known as Medina.
I see. And they're all different stories. And the more you read about so many things, you will get to know. Now, I have right now some friends that I want to ask. Like, I am unable to see their work. So, Erin, are you able to see your work?
I don't have the assignment.
So, this assignment is in on the Friday's Team Show and Share. And Yusuf, how about you? You are not able to see this? Can anybody tell Erin or Yusuf? So, this is on the Friday's Team Show and Share. Yusuf, I don't see. Is your work here?
I forgot to.
Oh, you forgot to. Okay, so you know what? This assignment will get locked, but you can still go in and put in this video, but obviously your grade will get affected. Now, this weekend we have a PTC as well to discuss. So, mashallah, give everybody, those my wonderful performers, presenters, give yourself a big pat on the back, those who put their work on time. And look at Ryan, mashallah, was the first one to put in. And anybody who puts after that, they get reward for that as well. Why? Because when somebody leads in a good deed, then everybody who follows, they get a share of their good deed as well. So I am missing for Mariam C. Where is Mariam? Mariam is not in today in our class today. I don't see her, right? So I'm missing for Mariam, Musaf, and I am missing for Lina E. Lina E is right there. Okay, Alhamdulillah. And Lamis, were you able to put in your work? Lina E. And for the next Monday, you know what, for the assembly also, if you want to share something, those who have already shared, we will give others a chance before we start a retake again. But for the rest of us, it's going to be, I'm waiting for Lena. What happened? Your work is not here, sweetie. Lena E. Lena C, sorry. Lena C.
I didn't see a Flipgrid link on Fridays this time.
Really? Why?
I don't know.
Okay, let's resolve that before we go to our lesson today, because I really want you all to be very comfortable and be aware that it's all there. So Danish, go ahead, you can talk while I'm gonna bring it up for the friends to see it.
Rayan did his 1 hour ago. I posted mine.
MashaAllah, that's really nice when smart friends, they are racing for good deeds. Isn't that incredible? Right? When smart friends, they compete for good deeds, it is so beautiful. So
I was trying to make the video, but it always failed because of the time.
so you know what, if it happens like that, Azmina, you can delete it and just you really wanted to sit in a quiet room, sweetie. Even if you mute yourself, that's not going to be helpful for your own self, Azmina. Okay, so when you take the class, take it from a room where you can focus, inshallah. Okay, now if you see here, Erin and the friends, you can see that the assignment is right here and the link was posted right here for you. So you have my instructions here. This is Abdul Muttalib video that I had given you guys. It takes you to the whole video about Abdul Muttalib that you can watch, and it has animation and things. So I assigned.
Yeah, but I was trying to figure out how Abdul Muttalib died and it did not give the answer.
Okay, that's a good area to research on, but that was not our question. Our question was about what did we learn from him, right? So, but I like that you did.
I told the story because I had a book. It was about Abdul Muttalib.
Very good. But I want you to think about your story.
I told the story in my last video. I told the lesson.
I'm waiting for a quiet moment, Azmina, so I can talk. Okay. So, Azmina, sweetie, when you think and plan, then I want you to make one video for one homework. I don't want like 4 videos for that, okay? So you think about the question. And what is the question? This is our ELA skill, right? Alhamdulillah, for the strong personality of the grandfather of the Prophet ﷺ. We all need to have very strong personalities. Like you need to know, okay, this is my study time. I need my full attention right now to my studies, right? So you need to have very strong personalities. Then what did you learn from him? Share 3 lessons only. Okay, 3 lessons, and any advice that you want to give with reference to the story of Abdul Muttalib. And this is something that we all do by ourselves, that we make dua that Allah SWT enable us to meet him and the Prophet ﷺ in Jannah. Go ahead, Lamis, a question, sweetie? Go ahead.
I couldn't upload my Flipgrid.
So Lamis, is that something with your computer, or let's see, we can take help from Sister Saima if we need to.
I want to tell you something.
So thank you for letting me know, Lamis, but have you tried asking Mama to help you on that? Lamis? So friends,
yeah.
Have you tried asking Mama for that?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me know then, inshallah, if there's a meeting on the PTC day also, we can go through it, okay? So I'm looking forward to meeting some of you to see how we can help you, inshallah. And Lena, C, and Erin, I don't see you, and if I keep repeating, then of course we go behind as to what we need to do. Now at this time, let's open up our page number 76 and go ahead, write on our notebooks, this is the story of the ear of the elephants. And smart readers, turn your listening ears on, get into a comfortable position, enjoy the story, and then we will see if you have any question, comments, but tomorrow we will see how much did you understand from it. Okay, now give me thumbs up if you are ready to read. It's page number 76. You can show me your book. Look at that. I love how Musab is all comfortable, and mashallah, he has his book ready. Arib is ready. I need to see Aaron and Lena C. Fazal, are you sleepy today? So make sure you have your book and your finger on the text, and you can always add in your notebook. You can draw any of it. You can. Very good. Excellent. That's the correct page. All right. Now listen on. What's happening now? The Kaaba was very special to the Arabs. It became a place where Arabs from all around came to visit. The Arabs loved this place very much. You know, at this time, I just make dua that Allah SWT take us one day to Kaaba as well, once things become normal, and Allah help us go there. At the same time, there lived a man named Abraha. Abraha al-Ashram, who ruled over Yemen. He knew very well about the fame and honor of the Kaaba, and he so decided to build a huge church in Sana'a. You can even write that name. This is the capital of Yemen. It's a place. He decorated this church with gold and silver and rubies and all other types of precious stones. It looked beautiful and amazing. Abraham now wanted everyone to come to his church for pilgrimage and forget about the much loved Kaaba. Give me thumbs up if he's doing the right thing. Thumbs here. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh no, Abraham is doing something.
That's really bad. That's really bad.
That's really bad. Okay, let's find out.
And I've seen, and I want to tell you something, sister.
No, not right now. Let's first read R-E-A-D. Read to succeed. Then let me tell me right after. Okay. Abraham's plan, however, did not work. People carried on going to the Kaaba and ignored his magnificent church. This angered him a lot. The Arabs were also angry when they heard about Abraham's plan. They could not imagine replacing the Kaaba with any other building. One day, not being able to accept Abraham's plan, an Arab went to the church and used it as a toilet. When Abraham heard about this, he was furious. He promised that he would not rest until he marched to Mecca and destroyed the Kaaba brick by brick. Allah knows best. This detail is not in the Quran, so Allah knows best that they have written down. But we know this story more from what Allah has told us in a special surah. Can anybody of you tell the name of the surah? Go ahead. You can all say it. Whoever knows it. Surah Al-Fil. Very good. Excellent. Now, Abraha's army, because Abraha was close to the king of Abyssinia, which is now known as Ethiopia, he asked the king for help so he could take an army and destroy the Kaaba. The king sent elephants for Abraha to use. The elephants were really big and powerful. Show me how you can show big signs like you really big and powerful. Oh, Ryan, this is so powerful. Okay, all right. The elephants were really big, like army tanks of today. Among the elements, there was a special one called Mahmud. What was his name? Mahmud. It was big in size and very powerful. Abraha planned to use it like a bulldozer. How many of you have seen a bulldozer?
I have.
Okay, let's see if somebody can bring a bulldozer. You might have like a bulldozer toy that you can show on the screen as well. And
I used to have, but now I lost it.
So he used it like a bulldozer.
This is a bulldozer toy.
Yes, very good. That's it. Bring it closer. You'll show it to everybody. Shizisha, bring it closer.
This is a bulldozer.
Okay, it has a front, yes, like that. So you're taking everything, and sometimes it has like this one is more like a lifter, but a bulldozer it's like demolishing things, right?
It's like this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like scooping things up.
Very good. This one is scooping things up. The bulldozer kind of smashes everything and destroys everything.
Yeah, it smashes buildings that are very old and not usable anymore.
Very good. Now what happened? Abraha is marching to Mecca and there's a mighty army along with the elephants. When the Arabs heard about Abraha's army, they all came to fight. However, any army that came in the way of Abraha was totally destroyed. Soon Abraha's army reached the borders of Mecca and stopped. Abraha ordered his soldiers to take all the camels and other animals from the people of Mecca. Was that a good thing to do? No way. You should not take somebody's things like that. Among the animals that were taken were 200 camels belonging to
Abdul Muttalib.
very good, Abdul Muttalib, who was one of the leaders of the Quraysh. Abraha then announced that he had not come to fight but had only come to destroy the Kaaba. If anyone tried to stop him, he would kill them. Now what happens? Abdul Muttalib, he was such a strong man, he went to see Abraham. When Abraha saw Abdul Muttalib, he was amazed by his pleasant appearance and polite character. Abraha, being pleased with Abdul Muttalib, asked him what he wanted. Abdul Muttalib replied that he wanted his camels back. When Abraha heard this, he was surprised. He said, I have just come to destroy your beloved Kaaba, and all you want is your camels? Abdul Muttalib replied, and listen this very carefully. You can write this really big in your notebooks, my friend. He said, I am the owner of the camels and concerned about them. I am not the owner of the house. The owner of the house knows best how to protect his house. So if you read this in Arabic, you will be really happy. He said, I am the owner of the camels, so I am here to ask for them. But the owner of the Kaaba will protect them. Who is the owner of the Kaaba, by the way?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Very good, mashallah.
Allah ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Excellent. Then Abdul Muttalib went back to his people and told them to go to the mountains. Think about it. I just want you to think right now. Why did he do that? Why didn't he say, okay, let me go and fight them and do like that? He told people to go to the mountains, leave the Kaaba, and Abdul Muttalib and some elders stayed back, making dua to Allah SWT to protect his house. The next morning, anybody has a thought? Why did he do that? Instead of
Because he knew Allah will punish them.
Okay, but he didn't knew at that time what's going to happen. Manha, what do you think?
He told them to go so they can stay safe, and Allah would protect the Kaaba with him.
That is such a beautiful thought, Manha. Very good, mashallah. He was a very smart leader. Like he knew when to fight and when to leave alone. Just like when you become leaders or when you have bigger siblings, you should know when to do what. So he knew like this is a huge army. If I make my people fight them, they are not going to defeat them because it's a huge, huge one there. So he wanted them to be safe, and he had full trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now the next morning, when Abraham and his army wanted to enter Makkah, who was the biggest elephant?
Mahmoud.
Very good. Very good.
So
Mahmoud was the biggest.
wouldn't go
Very
up.
good. I don't know if anybody
However, if Mahmoud would face towards Yemen, he will go up.
Let's see if you guys have Torah's elephants.
But I have a question. And then suddenly the birds came and then they dropped.
Let's find out. If you guys have elephants, you can bring in the screen right now. If you have some elephants around you somewhere. Now, Mahmoud refused. It knelt down and refused to get up even after being hit. However, if it was faced towards Yemen, it immediately got up and moved towards it. Like he wanted to just move away. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent a flock of birds. Let everybody become a bird right now. Can you all become birds? Let's fly. The bird carried tiny pebbles in each claw. So you're holding like in your claws, you're holding like like all the pebbles there. And then it came its beak, and they dropped these on Abraha's army. Despite the pebbles being small, whenever they fell on a soldier, they went through them like a bullet. Oh my God! Very quickly, Abraha's army was destroyed. However, Abraha did not die in the same way. He was badly hurt and was struck with illness. As he traveled back to Yemen, little by little, his body rotted away. Allah knows.
I want to tell you something, sister.
Can I finish this first?
I want to tell you something.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm so confused. Was it Mahmoud? Was Miss fucking by the birds, or was he just there looking at the Kaaba?
That's a really good question. I really like your question, Zishan. And you know what? Some of these details, I really want everybody to pay attention. Some of these details, when you think about it, like let me tell you, like here also, like how Abraha actually died, and how did it hit Mahmoud or not. These questions, sometimes we think about them, and then you know what I do? I just say, Allah, I want to be in Jannatul Firdaus. And one of the best thing that I want to do is ask the angels to show me the video of when this was happening. So in this world, rather than thinking that, oh, this happened or that happened or how did it happen, whatever Allah told me in Surah Fil, I know they were all destroyed, right? But in actual how that was happening, inshallah, in Jannah, when we will have lots and lots of time, we can see the videos of that. How about that? What do you think? Do you guys agree with me? That's one. And option number two is no, we keep on, arguing about it and we don't know about it because only Allah knows best about it, right? So what is a smart way? Spend our time in this life doing good deeds and leaving these details to see on the day of judgment, maybe in Jannah, inshallah. Or option number two, just keep thinking about these little things and maybe miss our salah or miss our work and miss our, so which one is a smarter choice? What do you guys think? One is a smarter choice. MashaAllah, you guys are so smart. I'm so proud of you guys. Now we know that the year this event took place became known as the year of the elephants, right? And it is important. Why? Because it's the year in which the Prophet ﷺ was also born. So you know what? The Arabs now know that this Kaaba is something very special. They came.
And I want to tell you how he actually died.
How do you know?
He went to Yemen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, his body rolled away.
Yes, that's what they have written down in this book. But again, Zishan, like when you grow up, you will see that everything we want to make sure is coming from Quran or the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, right? So that we know the authentic one. We know for sure that he was destroyed and his name is always remembered as a bad person name. Why? Because he did not understand the meaning of life. May Allah SWT help us remember that Allah is the greatest. Can we all say Allahu Akbar?
Allahu Akbar.
Alhamdulillah. So Allah is
Allahu Akbar.
And Allah wants, you can even write some lessons. I hope you can write some lessons in your notebooks. Time to write at least one lesson in your notebook. Let me write one here. And let's see what you can write. Allah is the mightiest. And he can destroy even the strongest armies with his smallest concentration, right? So they brought big elephants, Allah destroyed them with small birds. Subhanallah. So you can write some lessons and you can remember one lesson that I learned is the personality of the Muttalib, how strong he was. Subhanallah. So tomorrow you're gonna add more lessons there. And don't forget that the Jamadi Thani Salat chart is over. We have entered the month of Rajab. So tomorrow you're going to put in your completed Salat chart in your class cake, inshallah. And then we move on to a new theme, inshallah, for Salat chart. Okay? And this particular week, you will have this work on Thursday, but there will be no work on Friday. Why? Because that is a day for PTC. What does PTC stand for? Yes, go ahead, Dina.
Parent-teacher conference.
Excellent. So it's time to review performance and clarify any questions. If you have any questions, make sure like your whole grade book is all updated, all your performance is there. So you can see that if there's anything that needs to be discussed, we can talk about it, inshallah. All right. So make sure that you can go through your parents. But I am so proud of you. Mashallah, most of you, you do your work so amazing. I'm so proud of you. Give yourself a big pat on the back. Mashallah, mashallah. And everything is being noted down in the eyes of Allah SWT, right? Sometimes if some people are trying to get away with them things, even that is recorded by Allah SWT. So jazakumullahu khairan kathira for being here, and don't forget to give mom and dad a big hug, inshallah. And anybody wants to be in the next Monday assembly, those who have not been there already, then do send me a Flipgrid contribution. So or any questions that you may have, you can ask. Otherwise, inshallah, you can have a wonderful rest of the day, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair for being here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sister Javeria?
Yes, Asmina?
Can I tell Bayan a welcome? I have a question. So in the PDC conference, when you're doing it, do we need to be there, or would there be any STEAM show and share assignments that we need to do?
No, Azmina, there will be no STEAM show and share assignment. I want you to have an enjoyable day with your family that day. And if your parents are in the PTC, for me, I am always happy to have you. Okay. I am happy to have you. Yes, Lena E. Does that answer your question, Azmina?
Sister Javeria.
1 second, let me just ask Azmina. Azmina, does it answer your question, sweetie?
I'm trying to say, like, I even have another question. Are we going to make Thursday as our STEAM show and share?
We can do that, but I will have some simple work for you on Thursday. And if you want to do something extra, you okay?
Okay, Assalamu alaikum.
Sister Javeria.
Yes, Lena.
Can I tell Bayan Al-Rawi something?
Go ahead.
Yeah, she can. Meet me on games. Okay, I am on games. Typing.
May Allah SWT help you race in good deeds, huh?
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalam wa rahmatullahi.
Sister
Yes,
Javeria.
Farhan?
Can I tell you about when I went to Tennessee on Saturday? So we went to Tennessee. It was 4 hours from here, and we went to the Nashville Zoo.
Must be so exciting.
Yeah, since it was cold, many animals weren't there, and so they have these house thingies, so they can have the option to come out or go in whenever they want.
Right.
And so it was very cold, and there was a tiger. The tiger was the best thing about it. There was a tiger, and since it was cold, the tiger, and there was like these house thingies, so you could go inside and check like the tanks of fish and stuff.
Wow.
And so inside it was nice, but outside it was not. It was very cold. So the tiger.
Was there any elephant there?
No, the elephant, since it's like it only lives in hot places like Africa and India. It went inside the house thing, and even rhinos and stuff went inside the house thing. So the tiger, since it was cold, the tiger was right next to the glass, and we got the best view of it.
Wow, it must be so cool.
It was like this, and then the tiger was literally right there.
Wow, you were not scared?
We saw its face, and the tiger, when we took a picture, it literally wanted to take a picture. It didn't move.
That's amazing, right? Isn't that so incredible?
And it was even doing poses. It did this and stuff.
You can always say when you see the amazing creation of Allah SWT, we can remember Allah, right? Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, Subhanallah Nazim, right? So,
we even saw the black bears.
Wow, amazing kingdom of Allah SWT. So I'm glad you were able to see so many animals and you had a good day, right?
Not so many, really. In like a few hours, we saw like maybe 5 or something.
Hopefully next time when you go in the good weather, then you will be able to see more, inshallah.
Yeah. Then we went to a restaurant, and then we went to, since before I was born, my sister, when she was like 2 or something, and my dad, my mom, and my sister used to live in Tennessee in an apartment. So they moved from one apartment to the other. They moved to a different apartment because that apartment, it had more space, and it had a nice view.
Right.
And in the new apartment they moved to was the apartment my sister fell from the balcony and broke her head.
Allah SWT keep you all safe.
And even in Tennessee was when my sister got into a car accident.
Allah SWT keep you all safe, inshallah, and always.
So we looked at the apartment, and then we went to Krispy Kreme, and my dad drank a lot of coffee from Krispy Kreme because he had to drive for like 4 hours. The first time my mom drove for 2 hours, then my dad drove for 2 hours, then my dad drove for the rest of the 4 hours. My dad kept on drinking coffee so he didn't fall asleep, and and my mom said, if you keep on drinking this coffee, you have to use the bathroom. But my dad said coffee, it actually doesn't make you use the bathroom.
I hope one day you will be driving, right? And then Dad can take rest, inshallah. Very soon, right? Inshallah. All right, Sufyan, you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day, inshallah. Okay. And see you in next class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Fi amanillah.
Nowadays, I always keep